Hi, welcome to the weekly pause. This week we're going to talk about responding versus reacting and the different parts of the brain that play into it. So to do that, we're going to use some friends, animal friends that will help us out. The bulldog represents the amygdala. So it's kind of tucked back in there, but we're going to say he lives in the back of your head. He is our guard dog, our protector. He likes things very fair, and without him we wouldn't be alive. So he plays a very important role. But he can also kind of get a bad reputation because sometimes he can get a little bit out of control. When we get really triggered, he tends to bark really loud and get just a little bit crazy. What that might look like would be if you find yourself going off or just exploding on your children or your spouse, or snapping at your coworker or your boss, or maybe you have a car full of carpool kids and you find yourself obscenely gesturing to the truck driver who cuts you off at 80 miles an hour. Whatever your reaction is, that is this guy. Then we have our wise owl. Your wise owl lives up here in your prefrontal cortex, or PFC for short. Your wise owl is so smart and so kind. It helps you rest and heal and grow. When you make those really good choices and you feel proud of yourself, that's this guy. He likes to respond to situations. So we have our bulldog, who is our reactor, and our owl, who is our responder. So like I said, the bulldog tends to get a little bit out of control. Those are the moments where you find yourself really, really triggered by something. When that happens, like any good guard dog would, he starts to bark loud, and then louder, and then louder. So naturally, the owl, being the bird that it is, does not like that. He flies away. He cannot think clearly, leaving that really smart part of your brain shut down, and your reactor signaling these alert signals throughout your body. So when that happens, when your guard dog is going a little bit crazy, like any responsible dog owner, you pull out your leash. Your breath actually serves as your leash. So when you are taking those nice, big, deep breaths, it is like a leash signaling to your amygdala, signaling to your bulldog that he is okay. You are safe, everything's all right, and he can start to calm down. He doesn't need to bark quite as loud, making it so our wise owl can come back online, turn that smart part of the brain on. And then what that does by taking those breaths, and as a little hint for me personally, I know it takes more than one breath when I'm feeling really triggered. So give yourself some time, maybe experiment with it. Take a couple breaths, but when you pause for those breaths, it just allows you that moment to choose. Choose if you want to react to the situation, or choose if you would like to respond to it and how you're going to go about doing that. Another little note that I like to tell people that really helps me is to just be kind to your bulldog, be kind to your amygdala. Like I said, it kind of gets that bad reputation. It can get you in trouble sometimes. It's doing the best that it can. Without it, we wouldn't be alive. So it is really important. Show it some love. When you are feeling yourself triggered, take those breaths. Help yourself calm it down. Start to notice maybe what activates it for you. Are there any thoughts or feelings that are coming up? And like I said, show it some love. Let go of all expectations. See if you can get it to work with your owl, giving you the power to choose. Do you want to react or do you want to respond? Thanks.